Hey everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I am back with video number 2 for today. This one is all vintage trims, and I have 4 different lots of vintage trims and 2 lots at the end of vintage clothing, vintage and antique clothing pieces, things that have been removed from antique and vintage clothing. So first up, lot number 1 of the trims is, I'm gonna these first 4 lots, the quantity of each one in there is about a yard, at least a yard. Some of them are a yard and a half, some are 2 yards, but at least a yard of each one. And I'm gonna come down kind of close, so let's see if the light, okay. So I'm just gonna go quickly through each one. This is lot number 1. You get a length of this kind of crocheted, or maybe it's a bobbin lace. That much. Here's some eyelet, cream eyelet lace. It's kind of a tea stain. Most of these things are like a tea stain color. You have this one here. I think this one's more than a yard. It looks like more than a yard. I think I need to come down a little even farther. So you can, I want you to see these because they're very pretty. And most are in very good condition. There might be a stain here or there because these are vintage items. You have this tatting, a row of, I believe that's tatting. That's what it looks like anyway. It's a white, you get that much of it. This scalloped lace. A crochet, or maybe this is a bobbin lace. Get that much. If you do vintage projects, your vintage photo album or vintage fabric albums, these are the things that you would be using. This one's kind of a cream, probably 3/4 of an inch. Very delicate. I hate quite a bit of that one. You might see that one in some of the other bundles as well. This one is a very delicate Valencian lace. Very pretty vine pattern. Get that much. Another little dainty lace. It's probably about 1/2 inch. Kind of a crochet type lace. Get that much. A section of this lace. Now this one is very old. There are a few stains in this. Definitely not perfect, and it came off of something. That's probably a yard of that. And then the final one in bundle number 1, where does it start? This is very delicate. I'm not sure if that's just folded over there. Very delicate. I don't know if this is a Valencian lace. It looks like a Valencian lace, very wide. Probably about 4 inches wide or so. Very pretty, very delicate. And you get that much. So this is bundle number 1. These first 4 bundles are all $12 a piece. Bundle number 1, I have 2 of that exact bundle. Bundle number 2, I'm going to try to go through these fairly quickly so this video isn't so long. I'll start off with the widest one on this one. What's the right side? Very, very pretty. This one is about 4.5 inches wide. It's a lovely, like tea stain color. Gorgeous. Love that one. It's probably about a yard of that. Another one of like a little crochet type lace. Get that much. Another crochet or bobbin type lace. All of these are like a tea stain, cream tea stain color. You get that much. Yet another style of the crochet. It has a bunch of things coming off of it, so this is probably a bobbin. You get that much. This one's very unusual. It's like a cream color. I'm going to come down a little bit on this one so you can see the detail. Look at that. Very detailed. You get quite a bit of this. It's probably more than a yard of that one. Another wider lace. Very vintage. This one might be antique. Hard to say. Very delicate. Get quite a bit of that. Here's another very delicate one. This one is a circle. Yeah, this one is a circle. It's joined right there. It's the join, but that's the pattern on it. Very pretty. This one is a darker, like a dark beige. Very delicate. Little lace. Get that much of that. This one is like a linen with a black, I guess that's black, could be dark, no, that's black, scalloped edge. And this top part is a linen, and there's not much of that. It's probably a yard. Another little dainty one. Oops. The unusual pattern. Quite a bit of that one. And then finally a very, very dainty little scalloped lace. In a cream color. So that is bundle number 2. I'm going to try not to get these mixed up here. It is also $12 a piece, and I have 2 exact ones of that one. Bundle number 3. Let's start with the whitest. This one's very pretty, very detailed. Look at the pattern on that. All the stitches. Look at that. Gorgeous. This one's probably about 3 inches wide. And I would imagine this one was a yard as well. Here's another wider one. This one looks very vintage. It's got that very dark tea stain color to it. Gorgeous. This one's very detailed as well. And that's how much there is. This one, I had quite a bit of this one. I have to come down on this one. It's a white or a light cream, and it has a dimensional flower in the center of each of these flowers here. Very detailed. This is just folded up at the bottom. That's the scallop that's at the bottom, and then these are the, oh, there it is, the dimensional flowers on each one. And that's probably about 2.5 inches wide, and you get at least a yard. It might be a little more of this one. There is a section or a yard of this one that's oh, I don't think I can come down close enough for that one. It's kind of a mesh pattern, very, very delicate, very soft. A crochet or bobbin type trim. It's probably about 2 inches. This one also has an eyelet. Where is it? That's the pattern in the eyelet, very sheer eyelet. Cream color. Not much of that. This one is very unusual. hoping you can see the little stitches that go crisscross through each of these circles. Very detailed. And those are separate stitches. I can pull it up from the circle. And it's very unusual. I've never seen anything like that. Get about that much. I think that's a yard. This one has a Valencian lace in it. Very lightweight. Probably about 3/4 of an inch wide. Quite a bit of this one. There might be 2 yards. I think there's 2 yards of this one. Here's another cream colored lace. The camera just doesn't pick up these. When you see them in person, you can see the exquisite stitch work on these. This one's a scalloped one, very sheer as well, kind of an eyelet with stitches. This little teeny tiny one, it's probably about 1/4 of an inch. Another Valencian. This one has a floral pattern in it. And then lastly is I think this is maybe a bobbin lace that you can run ribbon through it. So that is bundle number 3, also $12, and I have 4 of this one, exactly like that one. Okay, try not to get mixed up here. Bundle number 4. I'm sorry if this video is taking so long, but I want you to see the detail of these, the history of them. This one's that's just been folded over there. This one is another, I think, bobbin lace, cream color. Get that much. This one also has a piece of that one that I just showed in the last bundle with the stitches going around these circles. And quite a length of that. A wider piece of Valencian lace. That one's so pretty, so delicate, lightweight. That's I believe a yard of that one. This one has quite a bit of Valencian lace in it. Here's another piece of Valencian lace. A piece of eyelet, the sheer eyelet that was in the last bundle. Here's a white crocheted lace, or maybe that's a bobbin lace as well. I have trouble telling the difference between crochet and bobbin sometime when it comes to the laces. This one has a length of this white or very light cream scalloped lace. It's heavyweight, similar to that one with the dimensional flowers, but this one doesn't have the dimension in the flowers. It's similar to it. Another piece of Valencian lace. What's the right side? This side, I guess. It looks pretty much the same on both sides. Pretty floral pattern, very lightweight, dainty, delicate. It has a piece of this cream lace. It has another piece of, this was in one of the other bundles. It's probably 3/4 of an inch wide. And this one's probably got a couple of yards. There's quite a bit. I had a lot of this one. It has a piece of this very delicate lace. Yet another piece of Valencian lace, different pattern. I love these. I absolutely love the Valencian laces from, these are from France, I believe. This one has a very unusual piece in it. It looks like a bunch of little spider webs. I'm going to see if I put it on white if you can see it better. Yeah, a little bit. It's probably 3 inches wide. And look at the pattern in that. That's just amazing. I have no idea how this was, what kind of lace this is, how it was created, but look at that. Oh my goodness, I love this one. I think I kept a little piece of this for my personal collection, because I try to keep at least some of what I've never seen before. And going back out, the last piece in this one is like a mocha, or yeah, mocha colored Valencian lace. Come on. Very pretty. Very delicate, lightweight. It's like a soft mocha color. So that is bundle number 4. And this one, I have 3 of this bundle. And it is also $12. Now I'm going to go over to, these are all pieces that have been removed from garments, like vintage garments. Some are collars, some are just pieces that came off. This is bundle number 5, and I'm going to quickly go through these. It has this collar piece with embroidery on the collar part. It has, this is another collar. This one's probably antique. Very, very delicate. And that's the pattern of the lace. Very pretty. So it has that collar piece and these old buttons. It has this, I guess this was a collar as well, because it looks like it has like a pull string here where you could tighten it up and tie a bow. But that's the pattern in it. Kind of a crochet type piece. It has, and these I only have one of these last 2. So once this is gone, it's gone. This one looks antique, very delicate. You can see the pattern in the lace. Very pretty. These will look great on your vintage projects. This is a collar piece here with some embroidery on it. There's another collar piece. It has a grosgrain bow. Oh, that's a snap. That's over a snap. And then it has this on the collar pieces and along the back. There's some stains on this one. There's one right there. This one has another collar piece. It's the right side. Oh, this is so pretty. I have to come in on this one. Gorgeous. I had so much fun. All of this came in one large box full of it, and I had so much fun going through this and just oohing and ahhing. And gorgeous. Here's another collar piece with some embroidery and some trim along the edge. And this one here, another collar piece. I don't know what's the right side. That's not the right side. This one is. It has this kind of crinkly fabric and this trim going along it. pretty large. This one's a large piece. This one has this piece. This one's probably antique. The detail in that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And this part is really thick right here. And another collar piece. It goes all the way around. Oh, this one. So delicate. Oops, I guess it would help if I put it in the shot, huh? Look at this. This is another one of those ones that looks kind of like spider webs strung all together. I'm going to come out and see. You can see how much of it there is. Gorgeous. This is a pretty big piece. Very delicate, very lightweight. We're still on lot number 5 here, and this is the last piece in lot number 5. This one's really pretty. I love this one. This is that antique tea stain color already. No need to tea stain any of this. Most of it's already that color. Look at those pieces. There's a whole string of them down to here. So that is lot number 5, and I am asking $18 for this one. And then finally, last one, lot number 6. This is like the last one. It's all pieces removed from clothing. First piece in number 6 is a circle of kind of a crocheted kind of pattern, like a beige color. Comes back around to a thicker part. That's in number 6. There's a piece here that was removed from something. This is like a Valencian lace with a vintage silk ribbon stitched onto it. This piece, gorgeous. I love this. Let me see, am I on the right side? No. Flip it over. This one is beautiful. I have to come down. Well, let me show you how far it goes. And then down so you can see the detail. Very pretty. Look at that. Love this one. And why didn't I keep this one for myself? Oh, I should have. But I'm going to share it with you guys. That's in this one. Here's another beautiful one similar to that. I can't tell. No, I always put it on the wrong side. This one also is a big collar. Probably removed from something. Very vintage. Coming up here. I'm going to show you the detail on this one too. It has embroidery in the center here, and then this part along the edge. Very pretty, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I don't want to mix up those two lots. Let me put that over here. Here's another piece that was probably the front of a dress. Let me come out so you can see. This one is probably antique. It looks very old. This is the neck piece up here, coming down to there. And then I want you to see the detail on this one. It's like almost like a Venice lace kind of lace in the middle here, and then some very dainty with the edge there. Very pretty. And there's the neck and collar piece. So that's in number 5. Here's another, this definitely came off of something. I'm not quite sure. You can see some of the pieces where it was attached over here and over here. But this is the lace that was on this, and it goes around. This one's very tattered. More of it comes around to another wider, like, collar piece over here. So that's in number 6. This piece here, not quite sure what this was, but there's no snap or anything, but this is probably half of a collar. I don't know where the other half went. That piece is in there. There's another smaller piece of this was in one of the other bundles. The crinkly fabric with the trim going through the middle of it. It's like a collar piece. It's a circular piece. So that's in number 6. Here is a, not sure what this came off of, but it has some very pretty embroidery, linen with embroidery, little dimensional bumpy things, almost like grapes, along the edge of this one. It's a small piece. Here's another one. This one is got some stains on it, but it's really pretty embroidery and like eyelet. You can you see there's some stains on this one, so you might want to tea or coffee stain it. And this goes around. There's the center. This is probably a collar or a sleeve piece. So that's in number 6. And then finally in number 6 is another collar piece. This way, I think. Oops, sorry. This one is definitely stained as well. Very old. Come down so you can see the lace piece that's in this. Very pretty. And that goes around. There's some linen. There's stains there. And another piece up here. So this is lot number 6. Oh, and there's one more piece here. This was a little butterfly. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches across. So that is in lot number 6 as well. That one got away from me. Lot number 6 I only have one of. Both 5 and 6 I only have one of. And they are both $18 for bundle 5 and 6. And that's all I have for today. I'm sorry this video was so long, but I wanted you to see all the details in these beautiful vintage pieces, vintage and some antique pieces. If you are interested in anything you've seen in the first video or this video, as always, the instructions on how to order are in the description box below. And that's all I have for today. Bye for now.